For over a century, air combat has been defined by the pilot in the cockpit. Skill, instinct, and experience determined who survived and who did not. But that era is coming to an end. Not because pilots are obsolete, but because modern air combat has become too complex for any single human to manage alone. This is where Loyal Wingmen enter the picture. The traditional model of the fighter aircraft is facing an unbreakable ceiling. Modern air combat no longer revolves around the cinematic drama of a dogfight. It revolves around detection, tracking, and the speed of decision-making. The pilot of a fifth-generation fighter is not just an aviator. They are a systems manager, grappling with an overwhelming torrent of data from sensors that can see hundreds of miles in every direction. They face multi-domain threats from the ground, sea, air, and even space, often while trying to execute simultaneous missions like air-to-air combat and electronic attack. The cognitive load has reached a breaking point. Even in the most advanced fighter jets, we are reaching the absolute limits of what a single pilot can effectively control. Simply adding more sensors or more weapons to one aircraft no longer solves the problem. It only adds to the complexity. The term Loyal Wingman is often misunderstood, colored by science fiction fears of autonomous killer robots. The reality is far more practical. These unmanned aircraft are not designed to be replacements for pilots, but rather indispensable force multipliers. Their core purpose is to augment the capabilities of the manned aircraft they support, creating a distributed and more resilient team. Their roles are varied but crucial. As sensor extensions, they can fly ahead of the main force, peering deep into hostile territory without risking a human life. They can act as dedicated electronic warfare platforms, jamming enemy radars and communications. They can serve as decoys, drawing enemy fire away from high-value manned assets. And critically, they can function as additional weapons carriers, launching munitions under the direction of a human commander. Instead of risking a $200 million fighter and its irreplaceable pilot, a commander can push these unmanned systems deeper into contested airspace to achieve the mission. A common fear surrounding this technology is the loss of human control, the idea of machines making life or death decisions on their own. In reality, the Loyal Wingman concept is designed to increase human control, but at the operational level rather than the tactical one. The key distinction is this: artificial intelligence handles the execution of precisely defined tasks, while humans retain control over intent and the rules of engagement. The AI is told what to do, not to decide if it should be done. This transforms the pilot's role. They evolve from a lone operator wrestling with a single, complex machine into a mission commander orchestrating a team of assets. From their cockpit, they can direct multiple unmanned platforms, delegating tasks and managing a much larger and more dynamic battle space than was ever before possible. In the conflicts of the future, survivability will not come from being faster, stealthier, or simply untouchable. It will come from being replaceable. This is why the Loyal Wingman concept matters more than any single performance metric. It introduces the principle of distributed risk. By spreading sensors, weapons, and electronic systems across multiple lower-cost platforms, the loss of any single aircraft does not cripple the mission. This creates redundancy and allows for faster adaptation on the battlefield. The political and strategic cost of losing a drone is an operational setback. The loss of a highly trained pilot and their advanced aircraft, however, remains a strategic shock with national consequences. Ultimately, Loyal Wingmen are forcing a fundamental change in how air forces think about combat power. The doctrine is shifting. We're moving away from a focus on small numbers of elite, exquisite platforms and toward larger, more resilient systems of systems. The emphasis is evolving from individual pilot skill to coordinated, networked decision-making. Formations will change from rigid, predictable structures into adaptive, intelligent swarms. Air dominance will become less about which side has the single best aircraft, and more about which side has the best managed, most integrated system. Loyal Wingmen are not a distant future concept. They are a direct and necessary response to the inherent limits of human-centric warfare. The fighter pilot is not disappearing, but the era of the lone warrior, the solitary ace against the sky, is definitively ending. In the sixth-generation battle space, Victory will belong not to the best pilot or the best machine, but to those who can command both humans and machines as a single, cohesive force.